on the Instagram talking about he want to bet 20K on the Tank and Garcia fight. Now, you know, normally on a good day, I would have took Tank, but he already took Tank, so I'm left with Garcia. No problem. I love Garcia. Ryan Garcia, he go up, right? He can fight. Tank do his thing. They both incredible fighters, but I'm only left with Garcia. So I say, you know what? F the 20K. Let's go on and do 100K. This boy down there dropped the phone, acting like he ain't got it, knowing damn well I know he got it.
What? Woo!
Tell him what happened to him, boy.
Woo! Magic City, we on the way.
Tell him one more time.
Magic City, we on the way, baby.
Strippers on DC.
I'm talking about I want them to see you butt naked in the parking lot, bitch.
I see people want to talk about Gervonta Davis pay-per-view sales and his numbers and, you know, all that stuff. And if people notice, I actually stay away from that kind of stuff because we never really know what's going on. And I think it takes away from the bottom line. And that is the event was successful. And I can always tell a successful event by the way it reaches the casual masses. That means when I'm going about my day and people start asking me about a fight, which nobody never really does unless it's a particular fight or a certain kind of fight coming up, that's how I know that it did good. You know what I'm saying? That it reached on a casual level. Because only certain areas of my life do people ask me about boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's not much because, you know, the average person don't watch boxing at all. You know, but the thing is about Tank and what I keep saying, and the reason why Tank is an anomaly at this point, he's one in a million at this point, because the attention that he's able to get for what he does and the people that he's able to attract is so good for the area of boxing at this point that there's no way that you can deny whether the numbers is this, is whether the number was that. You know, the event was successful. Period. I don't have to look at those numbers to be able to tell that. I know they did good. How good or whatever and whatnot, that's for other people to argue about. But I know the event was good. Because once you reach these type of celebs like Game and Denzel and all that stuff, I mean, come on now. And I hear people like, oh, well, he wouldn't have did this and that if it wasn't for Ryan. First of all, that's the whole thing about matchmaking. That's the beauty of matchmaking. Knowing the right elements to put together to be able to sell. That's number one. But number two is most important. Okay? Gervonta Davis is bringing Ryan Garcia to pay-per-view. Okay? Ryan Garcia is not bringing Gervonta Davis to pay-per-view. Gervonta Davis been there by himself. Selling these, see, this is the thing. All right? Because people want to talk about sales, right? And how Ryan contributed and how he wouldn't have had this unless he had Ryan, right? At the same time, these are the same people that complain about his opposition. And if you complain about his opposition, basically saying it's not that good, keep in mind that Gervonta Tank Davis has been on pay-per-view this entire time, okay? So with that level of opposition, what you say ain't shit or is crappy, this kid has been on pay-per-view the entire damn time. But yet you want to try to say that somehow Ryan Garcia is the main reason why this does that. But at the same time, he's not the person that's bringing Gervonta Davis to pay-per-view. Gervonta Davis is bringing him to pay-per-view, and he's been on pay-per-view the whole time, doing it with the same matches that you've been complaining about and saying is garbage. I'm sorry, do you follow that? Stop that, man. Just get a kid his props at the end of the day. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Gervonta Tank Davis is doing like the same thing like when Conor McGregor touchdown in the UFC. People may have not have watched UFC before that, but he made such a noise in this sport that you find out who he is in your everyday life. Like, oh yeah, that's this MMA fighter, blase, split this, that. That's the same thing Gervonta Tank Davis is doing in boxing right now. They may not watch boxing, but they're like, oh, okay, this guy's a boxer over and then this and that. Just because the names that that his name circles around in, and the people that bring him up, and the people that talk about his fights, and the people that bet on him, and all that goes back to Tank at the end of the day. So he's just gonna have to accept the fact we are where we are right now. But listen, and he got here doing it while y'all been hating every step of the way. So what y'all doing now ain't gonna do no better. If anything, you guys are part of his fuel. You know what I'm saying? You guys are part of the reason why he popped, because y'all keep his name, y'all keep the criticism, y'all keep this, y'all keep that. You know what I'm saying? And that keep his name out there 24/7. So in the end, what you try to do to destroy him, you end up building him up with. It's the funniest thing on earth. It's another Mayweather situation, man. That's why I just sit back and laugh. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.